Good morning, besties! Guess where we are? We're in the fucking Gold Coast. I can't cope. I can't cope. And look, I know this whole YouTube thing, I've been MIA. It's been like a year. But that being said, let me fix you up. I've always wanted to go back. I think what my problem is imposter syndrome. Like, when I watch people's YouTube videos, I literally be like, oh my God, I just have it if I'm doing my makeup, background noise, anything. Like, I just love watching, like, especially if it's people that I maybe watch on Instagram or TikTok or anything that I'm just like, I just want a wee bit more. And I was like, fuck it, because I feel like personality wise, I love having the chats. Like, I love a good fucking yap, you know what I mean? But then when you're trying to do like business stuff on Instagram or YouTube, you don't really, or Instagram and TikTok, sorry, sometimes you don't get that opportunity, or sometimes stuff like that doesn't really do that well. And I feel like YouTube is the place for a fucking yap, you know? So now, that being said, we need to catch up. So obviously, you know, I was in Bali. If you follow me, of course. If not, well then, hello, if you're new here. My name is Caoilsbp, I'm from Northern Ireland. Let's recap. So obviously we're in the Gold Coast now. And I can't tell you how much better I feel about myself. Like, I just feel like a peace, happiness. Like, this feels like home, but just with better weather. Whereas Bali did not feel like home, because you're in these stunning villas, but you already know that they've been built with like bamboo sticks, and that the workers that are building these beautiful villas, oh, someone's texted me, the workers that are building these beautiful villas, like, they're probably not getting paid that much money, and like, they all live in these shacks at the construction sites. So it's like, they're obviously coming from different places and they just stay there now, and like, these shacks, do you know, like, they're honestly, you just feel horrible driving around. And like, when you drive around Bali, it's not that, you know, the way at home in Ireland, like, you drive around, things are really scenic, like, there's gorgeous fields, things are pretty clean and tidy, like, it's lovely. Like, that's not the case in Bali. Like, when you go into places and you like pull in your wee scooter and you go to like maybe you go in and have a coffee or whatever, like, when you get inside the building, it's gorgeous, it's beautiful, it's stunning. But outside, you can tell it's obviously quite run down. There's a lot of rubbish on the sides of the streets, because there's not really anyone that's like looking after that. The roads themselves aren't fantastic infrastructure. Like, you just feel like you just don't feel right trying to like live this beautiful life. And then there's so much construction happening that you almost just be like this is just going to turn into like another tourist thing. Because like, the difference actually, so we were in Uluwatu, right? And when we initially went, the plan was to do Uluwatu for 3 weeks and then go to Canggu, which is probably the place that I had heard of most beforehand. But for some reason I had like a pull to go and stay in Uluwatu. And so we got to Uluwatu and we were like, okay, we actually really like it here, because it was just so chill. And like, for what we were looking for, because the work that I do, obviously I'm a dietitian, but like, my work wasn't changing from home. So I was still doing clinic every week. I was still doing like my online messages with our Brady U project, which by the way is launching soon. So we're starting the 7th of October. I'll put the link in the description if you want to join us for that one. And also let me know if you have any questions on the project. Oh, hello, little pump. I'm doing a bit of a shred. Sorry, I'm getting caught up. The app's going on. Back to what I was saying. We wanted to go to Canggu then for 3 weeks, but actually when we got to Uluwatu, everyone was like, oh God, you know, maybe go to Canggu for a day, like visit for a day. And I was like, well, I fucking booked it for 3 weeks. So I ended up cancelling our Airbnb in Canggu to stay in Uluwatu, because we were just like, we enjoyed the vibe. We went to Bamboo Cafe, Bamboo Gym, like, it was with walking distance from our villa and everything. Like, it was what we needed. It was perfect. And like, even driving around there was like, there wasn't really that much traffic. Yes, some days, depending on like the time, maybe it was like rush hour, it would be busy, but like, it was never as bad as any of the videos that I see of Canggu. So I was like, fuck it, we're just gonna stay in Uluwatu, good energy. And then we went to Kuta for a day. So we went to go to like the big shop and went like the Zara and all those, because you know me, I love a wee shop, And we got there and it was just like Salou, like those kind of like, there was like strips, there was loads of those wee shops that sell like the counterfeit like Gucci bags and Prada bags and like the shoes and the jerseys and everything. And it really just was like a full-blown tourist attraction, whereas Uluwatu hasn't become that yet. But there's so much construction happening that you're nearly worried that it's going to become that. And like, even I went to get my eyebrows done in one of the places, like the wee beauty places, and the lady that was doing my eyebrows, she actually said that to me. She's like, you know, we're worried, like we hope that they stop building, because it's just not good for them. It's not good for the environment. It's also just not good for like yes, obviously it's good for them to have tourism and stuff, but anyway, you get my gist. It just wasn't ideal. But also, there was some personal concerns going on. So if you follow me on Instagram, TikTok, you might have seen that I actually had moved house recently. And when I say moved house, I actually moved back to my home house. So like, I grew up in Greencastle, and like, we moved house when I was like 7 to like a bigger house, because there's 6 of us, so there's like 4 children. I have like a sister and 2 brothers, and they're all older than me, but like, we're all very close in age actually. There's only 3 years between me and my brothers, and 2 years between me and my sister, so like, we're actually pretty close. But essentially, my parents like separated like maybe 6 or 7 years ago, and I moved with my mother at the time. But actually things had transpired and I had to move out again. So I did, and I actually moved back to my home house, that house I moved to when I was 7, to live with my dad again. Because I'm just not in a place where I like have any interest in buying a house. Like I have no interest in any of that at the moment. Like I just want like whatever money I have. Like yes, obviously you've got your savings, investments and all the rest, which is something we probably need to talk about more. Is like even just understanding financial stuff, you know, we'll do that sometime. We'll talk about it. I would rather have the money I have and like save stuff or like treat myself or like buy new things for like my room than buy a new, like go and buy a house. So I was just like, and plus I have Mr. Ted's, like my doggy. So I was just like, look, and we were going traveling and I just have more interest in like being able to just book a flight than buy a house at the moment, even though I'm 26. What the actual fuck? In my head I'm 18. Surely someone else feels this way. Like I have been 18 for the last 8 years and it's staying that way. It's staying that way. I don't want to. Moved into Dad's about 6 weeks before we came here. So about 6 weeks before we came here I moved into Dad's, and like my stuff wasn't even unpacked by the time we were leaving because work was just so busy. Like I had so many talks booked, which I fucking loved. Like I was just like biz, I'll go. And like whatever had transpired with like the family thing, with I hadn't really dealt with it. Like I hadn't dealt with the issue at hand, and I just kept telling myself I was fine, I'm fine. But by the time I got to Bali and time slowed down and I realized actually maybe I'm not okay. Maybe I've got some childhood trauma in here. Maybe I have things that I need to work through, which is so fucking annoying. It's like exhausting having to like work through stuff that people should have went to therapy for when they were younger, and like you're now sitting there having to deal with all that. Like it's fucking so exhausting. Like, and like thoughts of self-worth and like your sense of belonging and like things that you picked up from childhood, whatever, like you're having to like unlearn all those habits, and it's fucking tiring. But I didn't realize, because I was so busy at home, and like you would just find things to do. If it was a talk, if it was going to the gym more, if it was meeting people, if it was whatever, like you didn't really have that just like getaway. And I had actually never lived with anyone really. Like, yes, obviously I lived with like Patricia and then with Dad, but essentially the last 6 years I've kind of been living by myself because we would never cross paths really. So then it was our first time living together with Owen and Bali as well, very first time. So obviously navigating that, as well as me going through like a lot of fucking psychological issues, I found that actually Bali was almost tainted. Not that it's been like, it's beautiful and I definitely want to go back, but I probably wouldn't go back for as long. So we did 2.5 months there, and I just was kind of like, not that I was like trying to get away from it or anything, but I just was like, God, there's so much time to like have to be in your own head. And as someone who loves spending time alone, I nearly realized I was like hyper independent to the point that I didn't want any help from anybody, that I like didn't want, like needed time alone, and like, do you know, that kind of a way. Like I was like, God, I really need to chill out here. Like I'm just like, sometimes I would get overstimulated and overwhelmed, like I just want to be alone, do you know, that kind of way, and like go cry because I was working through some problems. So that's probably what happened in Bali, and it wasn't really until we got to the Gold Coast that I had worked through that a bit more and like was accepting, and like instead of like avoiding the feelings, I probably was like, right, it's time to go through these feelings and like fully like let it all out or whatever. So I was doing that in Bali. So by the time I got to the Gold Coast, I was like, oh my fucking God, I feel like healed, I feel free. And I just had this pull for here anyway. Like I've always just been like, I really want to go. It might be because of the girls I follow, like that Omay girl, Annabelle, and then I follow Anna Archer as well, and she moved here. And guys, I seen them, and this is gonna sound so stupid, right? But like we train at a Torah here, so we do, which is beautiful gym, really nice. And we do the open gym, just open gym time, because I actually got a new coach, which we'll talk about at some point. I'm just realizing I've been yammering for about 10 minutes. Holy fuck, we needed a well overdue catch up. So we've been training at Torah, but the first like 2 days we were here, I seen Annabelle and I seen Anna. I didn't speak to either of them because obviously they don't know me. I know them from Instagram, but like you don't want to be weird, and do you know what I mean? So I was like, I'm just not going to say anything. I'm not going to go up and tell them that I follow them. And there's loads of other people there too, and I didn't want to look like a pure fangirl, even though I am a fangirl, but sure, whatever, it's grand. But today I'm actually going to meet one of like my long-term like work idols. So when I started doing my Instagram, like my Better You Instagram, there was this lady, Taylor Ryan, who was called the sports dietitian. She works with like all the elite CrossFitters in the business. So she's Australian. And like when I tell you, like I never thought I'd ever speak to this woman in my life. Like she was always just like one of those people that's like on a pedestal, like you just like look at them. But anyway, somehow we ended up chatting on Instagram, and we have done like a few collab posts, and then now that I'm here, I had like messaged to say that I was here, and now we're going for fucking brunch together. I'm so excited, I can't fucking wait. Even just like get insights into like business, like how she works things, how she operates stuff, like even like her mindset business. Like I can't wait to discuss and have a yammer. But I've turned into a 5 a.m. girly. I've been getting up at 5 a.m. just to see the sun. When I show you, oh hold on, Owen's calling, distracted. So I met Maria. So funny story, right? When I first started posting on TikTok, a lot of the stuff I would post was about mental health, right? And then obviously because my job's dietetic, I always like to combine the two. And I had made a vision board in 2020 or 2021, I can't remember which one specifically, but I had put MyProtein logo on it, okay? And like at this time, again, so far-fetched, I was like, who the fuck do I think I am putting a MyProtein logo on my vision board? But somehow, in some fucking realm in the universe, I'm a very spiritual person anyway, that I'm just like, everything is always working in my favor, everything is working out for a reason, whatever. And anyway, Maria contacted me and basically had signed me to MyProtein as like one of their like influencer people or whatever. And Maria had seen that because she'd seen my vision board on TikTok, and she worked for MyProtein at the time, which is absolutely mental how that all transpired. But anyway, so thank you to Maria for that, and shout out Maria, because Maria told me she used to watch Maria, if you're watching this, you're the reason I literally came home and started recording this. Fast forward, Maria like went freelance, that was grand. We never really, like me and Maria had only met like once or twice, but it was through like work that we had met. And she always just seemed like someone that was really, really lovely and that I would like chat to or whatever. And anyway, since we got to the Gold Coast, I had seen from her like socials that she was living here. And so I can't remember if, I think I texted her to tell her that I was coming here and basically we should go for a walk. So then we met up one afternoon and we went for like a walk, and it was so lovely. And then this morning we went for our sunrise walk, and guys, when I tell you, this was the most beautiful sunrise ever. Wait till you see this here, our joke. Can you see that? I don't know if you can. If not, I'll put it over the screen so you can see it, but it is gorge. And so like, it's only like, I use Airbnb for all these travels. So I have like, we're lucky enough that some of the Airbnbs have been really good and the locations have been unbelievable. Like this one is a 5-minute walk down to the kiosk, which is like the like infamous coffee shop thing that I used to see on all the YouTubes and stuff that like makes me want to like come here. And it's a 5-minute walk. You went for a walk on the beach, like it took 2 hours. What are my steps on? 9,900 or 9,696 steps, and it's at 7 a.m. I'm like, who am I? Who am I? We love it. So the plan of action for today is, obviously we have so many more things we have to catch up on, okay? But the plan of action today, me and you, we are going to go and meet Taylor later on. I actually probably won't record a damn thing because I'll be too nervous to record anything in front of her. I have to shower because this hair has not been washed in a hot minute, but I got the little gloss thing, let me show you. So I kept seeing this on TikTok, this little thing. I don't know if it's the right thing or not, but LV Glycolic Gloss, 5-minute lamination, rinse off, seals cuticles for ultimate shine. And I want to be shining like a star today because I want Taylor to like me and think that I am cool. So she's crusty as fuck, it hasn't been washed for 5 days, and of course I've been training and everything. I've never been so happy to have a rest day. As I was telling you, I got a new coach. So with the new coach situation, again, training went to fucking shit in Bali. So with the whole Patricia thing beforehand, because of all the moving and the drama, I actually hadn't trained for like maybe 2 or 3 weeks at a time. And like, I don't think I hadn't trained for 2 or 3 weeks since I was about 14. Like I have always trained, like even maybe max a week when you're on holidays or something, but other than that I would never have not trained for 2 weeks. Like that is drastic. And so whenever I went back, I really was very sporadic because there was so much work happening. I was trying to get a lot of work cleared up before we like traveled, and so training had to take a bit of a back burner. Now by the time I got to Bali, I think I was in like what's the word, like functional freeze, or like I just, my head was not in it, and it's such a random feeling. So it is, but I'm glad I had it because now I have a better understanding of it as well for like my own clients and everything. Like that's something I always take, is like whatever I'm going through is a lesson and it's going to help me be a better coach or like be a better dietitian and understand people better. Because, you know, beforehand the concept of just not wanting to train was something that was quite foreign to me. Like I had no real understanding of it, but now I'm like, whoa, I fully get it, where you literally are like, I cannot be fucked. Like, even though you know it's good for you, even though you know that if I went home and went back to my CrossFit gym and I was worse than what I was when I left, I would be absolutely raging. Like I just wouldn't want to go. And I had all the tools. Like I was 2-minute walk from the gym, had a membership, the gym was like, I had all the tools to go. I did not want to go, and I didn't go. Like, I think I took a whole week when we got to Bali, and I was like, look, I'm just not going to go. And then anytime I was going to train, I didn't really have a plan. Like, there was classes on, but the classes themselves are very like for tourists. Like, they're not, like, I couldn't develop there, and it just wasn't fun. Like, I just was not finding training fun. And so basically I fucked about. Like, I just might have went in and did like a wee thing here and there. And then Owen got a coach, and I had signed on with him too, but I just wasn't really feeling the training still. Like, I still was kind of like, look, I just need to be not doing. I was like, look, I'm just gonna like hover for the next while until we leave Bali. And then I met one of these lovely, Josie, I met this lovely woman called Josie in Bali, and she's a fucking unit. She's unbelievable. She's actually going to the Down Under Championship, and we're going to go and watch her in Sydney when we go there. And she has a coach. Then I was listening to her, like when I met her for coffee, she was like chatting about the coach and everything. And I was like, do you know what? Maybe this is a sign. Because as I say, I take everything as a sign. I'm like, there's something behind this that I'm supposed to like look into. So basically I contacted her coach and literally had a call with her the day before our flight to here. And so basically told her we were landing and that I would probably need training from the Wednesday, because like last Wednesday, so it's been like a whole week, because today's today's Thursday, Jesus Christ, it's been over a week. To be like, look, the plan is, this is what my plan would be. Like, I want to be able to compete at RX level at home. Like, I would love if, like, I want to be able that if someone texts me and was like for example, if Joanne in our gym or Kiva Neely or some of those girls, if you are watching them, fangirl, if any of them was like, Killian, we're putting a team together for this RX comp, do you want to be part of it? I want to be able to say confidently, absolutely, that I can do my ring muscle ups, I can do my chest bar, I can do my bar muscle ups, my cardio strong, like I'm strong, like that's where I want to be, and that's where I want to stay, okay? And at the moment, not a fucking chance, nowhere near. I would say I'm more of an intermediate athlete at the moment. Like, even what that my fitness wouldn't be, because I just haven't done anything. So that's the goal, and that's what I told the new coach what the goal was. So we're gradually building. Probably there's going to be a lot of cardio work done, because I would say cardio is probably my worst thing. So yeah, that's what we're working on at the moment. But I was so happy to see that today was rest day, because holy fuck, I am sore. Like, going from doing absolutely nothing till then having like a structure. Like, it's like 2 hour sessions, which is perfect. So just because the open gym section in tour is only 2 hours, but like, it was just so mad how much I didn't want to train in summer. And I'm just so, like, part of me is glad that I went through that, because now I'm like, I really understand it. And like, sometimes you just have to take a break to find the enjoyment in it again and do something completely different. But anyway, we're gonna go shower now, and we're gonna glow up. We're gonna go do our makeup, be fresh girl. You know things are bad when you take the hair down and it doesn't fucking move. That is the sign of a greasy head. We've like refreshed everything. We've got fresh moisturizer on. I love using the Nivea. It's like the firm one. It's like the blue one. Oh, crispy fresh, because I use that rose and caramel stuff to take my tan off every week, like religiously every week. And I find that it really drying on my skin. So like, and you need the skin moisturizer to make the tan last. So it's like a 2-in-1 kind of vicious cycle. This wee mole, I have to shave it every single day. Every day, otherwise it looks like a forest. Now for makeup, this is what I've been using most of the time. It's that Sculpted by Amy Hydra Tint. I use shade 6 when I've got tan on. It is just the easiest thing to make like your face match your body. Unbelievable, unbelievable. So we're going in with pink honey. I always use pink honey. Sometimes my spoolies don't cooperate with me and they like go clumpy. So we'll just have to see how we end up today. Push forwards and backwards to try and coat everything. You really don't need too much of this, because otherwise it'll go like white and crusty. But I find that with a lot of fibre glues. I haven't found one yet that doesn't do that. And I think because I'm wearing them when I'm training as well, it's difficult to find. I just brush up. So you can see there, it's kind of, and maybe you can't see because the lighting, but it kind of goes like weird white. So I have to make sure I brush that off after. So there's, oh my God, asymmetrical face, asymmetrical face. We're going to do a little bit of the Sculpted by Amy, just because it gives like a lovely wee glow. NARS Sheer Glow. I use shade, what shade is this? Stromboli, medium 3. Again, I don't have a foundation that matches my actual skin color, because you will never see my actual skin color. That's why. And then I just kind of do like, look, probably too much. And then we have the Bperfect Chroma Cover. She is bae. Like, it's so used. Like, look, we're running through this W6. So it's more of a tan one. So say for example, I was going out, I would do more of the W6 and like less of the Sheer Glow. The Sheer Glow would just be like to give it the glow as such. And then I just take my fingers and just rub everything together. And again, even if it's like an excess at the moment, it doesn't really matter, because we're going to be going over it to make sure that everything looks smooth. The girlies doing their makeups together. The blender, again, mine's is probably a bit dirty. Don't look. I'm just going to take whatever excess and just pat. Okay, See the glow? She's glowing, she's glowing. I talk some shit, don't I? I actually talk some serious shit. And then I've never veered from this since I've really been like half decent at doing my own makeup. I've always just used NARS concealer in custard. And I wanted to try and get the hourglass one because I went to the Sephora here in the Gold Coast in Pacific Fair it's called. And I was like, oh, maybe Kaylin, it's time to get yourself a new thing. But then I was like, it's not broke, you know what I mean? Would you focus on me? I was like, if it's not broke, so we're just gonna do a little bit there and there. And we'll just leave that for a second. It's very warm in here. I put deodorant on, it feels like it's like not drying in. Also, jump scare. What the fuck? Dab, dab, dab. Everyone's their prayer. It's mostly the under eyes that I be trying to cover just to make everything look brighter, you know? And then I think maybe I need to get a lighter color to make it brighter, but then you don't want it to look completely ridiculous either. Let's shape this face. So the wee milk, this is what's this called? Sculpt stick in Stoked, that's what I use. And again, I seen a thing about doing this and like not letting it go past your eyebrow. That's what I seen. High points, not past your eyebrow. So that's what we're gonna do. Like this, and then I always do the chin section as well, because you know, a little snatch down the nose. I mean, there's no real science to this. We swipe and we see how we go. And then for a little bit more dimension and color, like more of a bronze, I take this is the bronzer. I use Shade Peakin' and just kind of dab it over the top points. So like, don't bother going on the chin again, but just that top section. This is the best brush on the whole entire world. This is the Bperfect Empress Base and Body Brush. I love her. Now, I do have a code with Bperfect. Although to be fair, I'm not gonna lie, I've been pretty slack on the whole Bperfect front since traveling because I really wasn't wearing any makeup when we were in Bali. And then since I've got here, I've been getting up and like obviously going for sunrise, and then I would get ready for the day because you have the time. And I just feel better when I've got my makeup done. But yeah, my code, I'll put everything like for codes and links and everything in the description for what you need if you want to join me. I had never used it. I was always a beauty blender girl. For like even this part, you know, like the contour, the bronzer, but then I got this brush they sent it to me, and I swear this is my second one. I like got a brand new one before we came here because I just wanted a fresh one because it is unbelievable. Like I used to think it would leave like brush strokes or something, but no, sensational. Okay, update, I've taken the hair out. I don't know, it probably looks silly, but we haven't brushed it on, so we're just gonna let it do a little bit of an air dry thing. Not so good, right? I don't even know if this is helpful, but I just to set the under eye a little bit, got this little baby mini like huda thing, and as much as it's like, oh, function, it's like kind of annoying to use because to get the powder out, I like have to dab it in here. It's a bit messy, just to be honest, but I have to go under to get out of these little lines so that I'm not pressing them in, and then take a little bit of this. I don't do too much, just a little bit, because then I'll go over it. A little bit of the chin. Just take this thing from Bperfect and I like dab that in. Not too much, just a little bit. Just take this brush and I just brush off the excess. A MAC Give Me Some stand. I bought this in Dubai about 4 years ago and I hated it at the time. I was like, this is fucking shite. But since I literally like this is my third one now. This is my third one. I bought this the other day because this one's empty. Obsessed with her. She's just like the perfect bronze glow. So I do this on those high points again, just over where we put the bronzer. And I mean, we're not gentle with it. Like we're just going in and seeing what we end up with. We're starting to bronze. Just take the same thing. I just do a little bit on the eyeballs, make them pop a little bit. Now we're talking. Now my favorite part, my blush. My child, a combo. We got the Cheek in Rosy from Bperfect, although RIP, mine is literally on the brink of life, and Orgasm from NARS. And the reason is I prefer the pigment on this, but then I like the glow on this, so I put them together. So this is what we do. We take a little bit, we put it there. We take a little bit, shake it up because it's got like sparkles in it. Also put it there. And then I take my mini Empress brush from Bperfect and I dab until they're like combined and all up in the brush. And then we lightly ever so slightly, because this is buildable. So we go in with a little, because the last thing you want is like put too much on at the start and then be fucked because you've put too much on. Okay, so we've got a little bit. We're going to do it again. Happy. Again, I've been using this for 4 years. Lash Sensational from, where's this from? Maybelline. And then this is a Shiseido Yes, Shishido eyelash curler. I love her, but as I say, the lashes are not really lashing at the moment. That's what we've got. That's what we're working with now. To finish, eyebrows. Now, this has been through the ringer. I have had this. This is the Bperfect Duo eyebrow thing. And I've had this forever, like to the point that it doesn't even have a lid anymore, but it's still going strong. There is loads left, and I just do like a wee dab, a wee mix, and like lightly fill in my brows because I tint them once a week anyway. You know, especially at the ends, that's where I like lack the hair. Easy, easy peasy. That's what we're working with. Happy days. Now, finally, lips. So I have used this combo forever, like forever. I actually accidentally stumbled upon it. It's the Strip Down lip liner in MAC. I prefer like a darker lip line and then like a nice pink center to like really brighten everything up. Or Please Me lipstick, sorry, in MAC. Okay. Like, I just feel 10 times better. I just feel so much better. But the moment of truth, let's see how this gloss has turned out. To finish, we're just gonna go with the NYX Dewy. I literally just... Turns out there's a difference in a spray like this, like a dewy one, with like a satin spray. So like this is an intense. It does say 16-hour wear makeup satin spray, but apparently you need like a long wear spray or something that actually, I don't know what I'm talking about. Heat protection. This is the Cantu Shea Butter Thermal Protection. So just, and because I'm a Redken girly, I literally use like all of the All Soft range. So I always put this in, just on my ends to keep them. Because I find my ends can go dry, you know, especially with training and stuff. And they could be flinging about in your sweat and your back and all. So I like to put a little bit of this in the ends to keep them, because I say we want to prevent the split ends. Hair done. Well, I have to say, are you seeing this shine? I think the gloss worked. It says it lasts for like 5 shampoos, so oh yes, I'm very happy. Very happy, and look at this thick and healthy hair. It's almost time to go meet Taylor. What time are we on? 9 o'clock. I'm meeting her at 10, so I have to go get dressed. Let's pick an outfit. Let's go. Check. So I got these tops. This top's from Cotton On. Perfect basics, perfect basics. Although I'm nervous that it's a bit too, is it see-through? I don't know. Anyway, and these shorts are ASOS design. Again, I love my shit oversized, so these are comfy. I think these are a UK 12. So they are like, I could probably do with a belt, but I don't want to. I want them to be that like chill energy. And then for shoes, the trainers ever, the V2K runs, I'm obsessed with these. However, mine are rotten and I need a new pair, but they don't have this exact pair here surely in any of the stores. They have like the sweetie ones, and I just want this one. These are like my favorite. I can't explain it. So we'll put these on. Now, my next dilemma is to crew sock or to ankle sock. I'm an ankle sock person. I've always been an ankle sock person, but the girls be crew socking around here, and I'm like, do I need to crew sock? I don't know if I have the nice crew socks. Like, these are really adequate questions. I also want to show you my water bottle. Look at her. Isn't she so cute? I'm in a bit of a yellow era. I actually ordered yellow LSKD shorts. Hopefully that's what I said at the beginning, that they'll come in time. I just feel so cute. I feel so girly right now in my pink top, my yellow water bottle. Ah, who is she? Okay, enough yammering. We're gonna go meet Taylor, and then I'll come back and report on how it went, okay? We're back. Guys, we're going for a run. Oh my goodness, sorry by the way. It's been like 4 days since I was last on the camera. Don't judge me, okay? Periods pending. So I was like a little in my head. I met Taylor, it was fantastic, such a lovely lunch, oh my goodness. But anyway, let's recap that after. First, we gotta get prepared for a run. Went for a walk, got up this morning, right, 5:04. And also for reference, currently in fat loss thing. Now, we only started last week, but because I'm in my luteal phase, things been a little bit skew with, I'm not gonna lie. So for example, this morning I woke up quite bloated, quite uncomfortable, 70.3 kilo. Went for a walk, got a coffee. I've already clocked nearly 6,000 steps. Got up at 5:30. It's now 8:07. 69.85. I went down 0.45 kg from a walk and having a bowel movement this morning. So if that doesn't help anyone settle their head when it comes to their weight, I don't know what's gonna. Anyway, we're gonna get a quick pre-train snack. I'm literally just gonna have a banana, I think, because calorie wise, it's all I can really afford at the moment. Running what we've got on the menu. I'm also talking so fast because I can see I've got like my little battery icon on, and I'm concerned it's gonna go off. So we've got 500 meter jog, right? Then I've got 8 minutes in zone 3, 2 minutes zone 4 maybe, and then 1 minute walk, repeat 3 times, which I kind of was doing my calculations. It's gonna be roughly over 30 minutes, which is honestly the longest I've ran in forever, since like April. So we're gonna have pre-show and snack, we're gonna go run, and we'll be back once I put you on the charger, okay, to recap how the one went. Well, hello you, we're back where we started, I have to be honest, this is not straight after the run. I totally understand. This is currently 2 days later, but I'm feeling cute now. I did my makeup, my period's supposed to come today, so I'm like trying to just make myself feel cute. Anyway, look at my, guys, I'm in my yellow, look, the yellows are popping off. This is a CAOILS, so I have had Apple Watch, I've had Garmin, and the Garmin for some reason, I don't know if I need to buy alcohol wipes or something, but the Garmin I found had like sizzled my skin underneath, and like I wear tan every day of the week, so that's just not optimal for the tan. And I've had an Apple Watch that I just didn't really care about it very much, and like the GPS and stuff, not that I run often, but I don't know, I heard people saying that. Anyway, I just didn't really like mine that much. When I was doing my research, and I follow this girl Lucy Georgia, and I follow her on Instagram, and I just love her vibe. Like, you know when you just love the vibes of some people and like the stuff that they post? I love her vibe. And anyway, I kept seeing like a yellow watch on her arm, and I was like, that yellow is so stunning. Like it's like clean and crisp, kind of like white, but black's nearly too aggressive because I've got a black whip. And anyway, I was just like, I'm gonna get this CAOILS because it was like a nice in-between price. It was £215, whereas I know the Garmin's a little bit more expensive than that, and an Apple Watch is definitely more expensive than that. So anyway, my teddies look really small here, not that they're big anyway, but I'm just cracking up at this vest top with them. Anyway, itty bitty teddy committee. So let's debrief. I have something to update you on. So we went for a run, and that was fine, and the run just was like, it was very, I had to do a 500 meter warm up, and then I had to do 8 minutes in zone 3, which to be honest is very hard because as I said before, the running, I have not been running, right? I'm going to hear the fucking crack. So the last time I ran was that 5k situation. I think I might have said this already in this vlog, but I ran for the 5k back in like March, April, whatever it was. And since then, I've done fuck all until last week. Now, last week came, and that was like my first time my coach programmed running, because obviously I had the facilities to do that because I was obviously here and could run on the road. Like in Bali, there was no way you were running. Like it was just, there's no roads, there's no pavements, fucking nothing, so you're just not running. Like, and yes, you could obviously run the treadmill, but I'm not gonna lie to you, I just didn't care enough to run. Okay, I barely even trained when I was there, so never mind. I said to the coach was like, my main thing that I need to do is get fitter. Like I know I'm strong, but the thing that's holding back my strength is the fact that I'm not fit and I have zero endurance. Like if I'm in a workout, even if I know I can sling around a 22.5 kilo dumbbell, I can't because I get gassed too quick. Like it's not my strength that goes first, it's my fatigue. Like I honestly feel like my heart's gonna come out of my motherfucking mouth. So I was like, look, I need to get fit. Like that is the key priority this year, or for like this back end of the year. Now, wait till you hear what happened. So if we backtrack till back maybe April time, whenever them tickets for High Rocks came out, like back in Dublin, and I had put up a story because I like got in the queue to like get tickets or whatever, and 4,000, like I was number 4,000 in the motherfucking queue, like didn't get a ticket, it sold out. Owen did get a ticket, so that's why we're going home on the 12th of November, so that we're going to be home in time because it's that weekend after. So we're home on like the Tuesday or the Wednesday, and then High Rocks is that weekend. So literally we land home, and then I've got like treatments, I've got to talk, and then we've got to go to Dublin. So I was going to Dublin anyway to watch him. I didn't get one, so I put up my story to be like, if anyone has a spare doubles ticket, because I was going to do it with my friend Claire, if she was able to do it with me, just because I wanted to, there's no fucking way I'm doing a solo one, do you know what I'm saying? Wise up, I literally, the most I've ever ran is like 10k, so catch your grip. And I was like, at least if it's halved, like the workload's halved, that way I don't feel, if I can get this to focus me, at least if the workload's halved, like, you know, it'll be a bit of crack, like we can be fun. I'll probably be the weaker runner, but like we can make it happen. And so anyway, I get an email. No one had any tickets, and that was fine. I get an email then from this guy that works at Red Bull called Ben, and Ben said, Killian, we would love to get you a ticket to be part of the Red Bull team. And I said, Ben, what in the actual fuck? No, I'm just kidding, I obviously didn't say that, but in my head I was like this is such a cool opportunity, Killian, you can't turn this down. So I said yes in April. I was like, yeah, sure, sounds good, because in my head I had so much time to run, get fit, whatever. I have done fucking nothing, and because I hadn't heard from him since then, I thought this wasn't happening. I thought this High Rocks thing, oh, he like said it, but maybe they didn't mean it, and it's not happening anymore. I'm sitting, literally 2 days ago after that run that I just talked about, like in the last few clips, I get an email from Ben saying, hey Killian, because he knew that I was in Bali or whatever. He was like, hey Killian, just touch your base whenever you're back in the Emerald Isle if you're still up for doing the high rocks. Fuck my life, because obviously I want to do it because like cool opportunity, vibes, fun, but in my head I'm thinking Ben's got a misconception. I'm thinking Ben thinks that I'm gonna be like sub 1 hour 15 or sub 1 hour 20 with this shit. I'll be lucky if the lights are still on by the evening time. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm very nervous here. I'm very fucking nervous. Like, I need to make sure that I can get this done. And I, honest to God, like, I think, like, and I know people be out here running like 4-minute kilometers in between all these stations. Like, guys, my kilometer PB is 5 minutes 25. Do you know what I'm saying? And like, this will be multiple with workload in between. Like, we're talking 6 minutes per kilometer here. And already at this point I'm thinking, Jesus Ben, I hope you're not expecting big things from me. And like, who's all these other people that are doing it? Because like, if they're super fit, I don't want to let the side down. You know, these are all the thoughts that are going through the head. I say yes anyway. I was like, look, yes, absolutely, but like, just don't be expecting big things because I've done absolute fuck all. Like, again, as I say, I've only really started training again this last 2.5 weeks. And I've been on 2 fucking runs, very slow runs, my heart rate through the roof. Like, I'm not joking when I say, because it was supposed to be zone 3, I had to keep stopping to walk to get my heart rate down. Like, that's where we're at. Anyway, regardless, I said yes. So then I had to text my coach to be like, hello, actually, change of plan. We have high rocks now in 6 weeks. So please, for the love of God, help me not just be able to finish it. Like, that is the goal, is just to be able to finish it without crying. That's my plan of action. But I'm also going into it with like a fun, carefree attitude because I have zero expectations of myself. Like, I have zero idea how this is going to go. But I know, fuck it, we're here, we're doing it for the crack. Also, we got the nails done today. If I can show you the crack. Got a cute little French situation. Oh, there. Look at that focus. Hello. So base is number 18 from the gel bottle. And then of course, just like a wee white tip. I did get my thumb shorter than everything else because look, see my wee cuts. Do you know what that's from? Hook grip. That's for me hook gripping when I was snatching like 2 or 3 days ago. And my thumbs were too long and they fucking stabbed me. So I asked her today, I was like, you could like take these down a little bit because this is the longest my nails have ever been. I just feel so feminine. I just feel so cute and classy and clean. But I was like, gone, just, I don't care if the thumbs are really short. Like, I just need them shaved down so that I can hook grip. Like, life of a gym girl, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's the crack. I got back here and came back after I did, made my egg whites, made my egg, made my bagel. I'm manifesting that whenever I get home, I'm gonna find egg whites in Northern Ireland in a carton because it pains my soul to take out the yolk. Like, you take the yolk out, what do you do with it? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, yes, you have a food bin, but like, I still feel bad. But I also don't need that fat content in the morning when I'm on the shred. You know, we're in the shred here. So yes, I'm just hoping the period comes today so I can just get that out of my head. Because for me, even it's more of a thought process where I'm like, I'm so used to it really kicking me in the ass that I find like it's in my head more than it's actually physically affecting me. So I just want it to come today so that I can get over it. But I've got some calls now this afternoon. And we've only got a few days left here. Guys, we leave on Tuesday. It's Owen's birthday tomorrow, so I got a wee card for him, so it's coming. But like, because we're on the shred, he doesn't want cake. He doesn't want to go for pancakes for his breakfast. He doesn't want to do anything. I booked him dinner in this place called the Tropic that's here in Burley, which is quite popular. It's over at Burley Pavilion. And like, we're literally banking calories for it. Like, that's how serious we are about this whole thing. So we're doing that, so there'll not be any cake or anything. We go for a walk every morning to get our morning coffee, so we'll just go and do that and play Wordle. You know the crack, that's just the way things are. So yeah, but I'm so excited to go to Sydney. I've been yabbering on forever here. We'll cap it there because I've been chatting shit for ages. So let me know what you want to see, let me know the crack. I prefer YouTube over doing things like podcasts or whatever because I just feel like we can chat more, like I feel like it's more chill. But anyway, leave that with me. I just want to get consistent with doing YouTube in the first place, so I'll stop making promises I can't keep. Anyway, lots of love, have a great day, bye.